Hey guys, Zell here, and welcome back to some more Azur. It's time for us to continue Swirling Cherry Blossoms. Over here. Never lose faith. That is what great veteran Mikasa told me. I chose to have faith in my comrades in Akagi and in Kaga, because they have betrayed us to the Sirens. We have all been searching for the truth after what happened at Sanctuary. Fortunately, Mikasa, Nagata, Mutsu, and Kawakaze, they trusted me, and those who I met in the Mirror Sea were all fine in the end, but nobody else seems to remember any of that happening. You may not know anything about what is happening at the ceremony. Even if that's the case, please, I just know you'll figure it out. Swirling Cherry Blossoms Part 2. A few days prior in the Mirror Sea, the remnants of facilities that should not possibly exist in this era, cleared apart cleanly by a flurry of masterful strokes, told a self-evident story. The Sirens had created yet another Mirror Sea. Ooh. Purification complete. Moving towards the next location. Oh my, what a surprise. I didn't expect to see you here. Hey, it's rude to ignore others when you're talking to you. I have nothing to say to you. Don't be like that. There's plenty of things I'd like to talk to you about. Bring aside that Koji issue. What was your name again? Ember? Are all of you like this? You just show up unannounced and start vandalizing other people's stuff. Don't you feel sorry for the one who has to rebuild all of this? Since your bunch showed up, my computational load and the resource usage has gone up 314%, you know. The reason Koji summoned you here wasn't just as poke and prod at us, right? So you came to learn about her plans. Get lost. That has nothing to do with you. Excuse me, let's take a look around us, and you're saying it has nothing to do with me? But it's fine. We don't have any further use for this place anyway, so have fun recycling it for us. I already know where Koji is hiding. You might act like she sent you here to disrupt her operations, but why'd she go into hiding? Was it that shocking meeting the commander of this world? Are you done running your trap? Who knows, but this is the last working communication device in this area. I'd have some important news for you, but if you don't want to hear it, maybe I'll tell you just one more thing. The Sakura Empire is about to hold their dawning ceremony. What? This time, will they receive the blessing of a god or the curse of a demon? If their over-reliance upon these gods brings calamity to this world, I suppose it would be well-deserved. That's not what you really think, is it? You know better, don't you? The entity that the humans named Watatsumi. Oh, and by the way, the Akagi of this world seems to have taken an interest in that stone as well. Communication cuts off. Wait, come back. Once again, it seems like I must walk the tortuous path. So we're gonna be fighting you again, huh? Alrighty. The Sirens' attacks rain down upon a diadem of light, intercepting enemies that pour forth from the Mirror Sea and protect the ceremony. Diadem of Light, sunset. On the eve of the ceremony's commencement, a large banquet was held across the islands. The islands were well equipped with facilities for holding various rituals and ceremonies. Despite the distance from the Sakura Empire's seat of power and prosperity, the banquet tonight seemed no less grandiose than the most sumptuous of royal or Sardinian feasts. However, this banquet was not for the merriment of its guests. It was the opening ceremony to a ritual, the first of many offerings to the gods. The reason the opening ceremony was turned into a welcoming banquet for guests from afar was simply out of convenience. Instead of celebrating, many of the participants were busy discussing the coming ceremony. Though the atmosphere seemed cordial on the surface, everyone was mindful of an almost palpable tension. As was customary with so many of the Sakura Empire's ceremonies, one could not help but to act respectful. Banquet venue. Ryuho no Shiro Suruga, I wanted to thank you for your work preparing the ritual. I only did what was expected of me as a proud citizen of Sakura Empire. There's no need for thanks. Indeed, if anything, you deserve our thanks, Akagi. We could only make the preparations because you convinced the higher-ups. And I am simply honored to be involved in the preparations you made possible. And my goodness, you're even participating in the ritual yourself. Oh, please, you flatter me so. Ah, how good it is to see you, Mikasa. I'm relieved to see you in good health. Huh, likewise. When I last saw you, you were serving. Sorry, never mind. I would hate to be a party pooper. Your heroic work in leading the Sakura Empire forward is truly commendable. Why, I appreciate your kind words, but I'm simply doing as the gods instruct me to. In the years I was away, you founded the Crimson Axie with the Iron Blood, began research on Simon technology, and even declared war on the Eagle Union and Royal Navy. Yes, and when you created the reborn Combined Fleet, I let things run their course, just as the gods told me to.
Akagi raises her cup to hide her lips when whispered in question to Mikasa.
What are the odds that you would show yourself now of all times, having retired so long ago, Mikasa? The reborn Combined Fleet? That's just a show of mine. You don't need to concern yourself with it. And what's so strange about me showing myself now of all times? I have as much right to be here as any other citizen of the Sakura Empire does. We are all concerned about the Sakura Empire's future, and are prepared to do anything for it. Is that not so? Of course it is. By the way, I've been informed that Lady Nagato will not be attending the ritual. Rumors have circulated that she has already awoken from her slumber, and is now under the care of your reborn Combined Fleet. Though that is only a rumor, I have reason to.
Akagi was interrupted by the sound of a loud crash.
What was that?
It's cuz Zoikaku, hiding away in a corner of the venue, she had dropped her porcelain cup.
I'm terribly sorry for the ruckus, Akagi. Zoikaku's hand slipped and she dropped her cup. How could you be so careless in front of everyone, Zoikaku? Goodness. Please pay us no heed. We shall be on our way now. Please enjoy the rest of the banquet.
Zoikaku bowed in respect and left the venue with Shokaku without saying anything.
Sorry, that was embarrassment on our part. I'd better apologize to our Iron Blood visitors on behalf of Zoikaku. I must say, I'm quite surprised to see you all the way out here. If you'll pardon the question, is our cuisine to your liking? It's quite good. Actually, the sake in particular has caught my attention. As a word, it's made with malted rice and water refined through a brewing method unique to the Sakura Empire. It is also often used in rituals where it is given as an offering to the gods. Malted rice, you say? That explains why it tastes so different from beer. Should your journey ever take you to the Iron Blood, you should most certainly give our Schwartz beer a try. It's been so long since I was last near your continent, much less the Iron Blood itself. Still, I have many fond memories of that time, such as when my old friends and I enjoyed a banquet together with the Royal Navy. Let's not talk about those tea swiggers. It gives me headaches. I'd rather flex my privileges as a guest here and savor your gourmet cooking. Eugene, I brought a plate of sashimi. Would you like some?
T2, also known as George Thiele, was the girl who asked what's assisting Prince Eugene before even waiting for Eugene's answer. She put the plate of fish down on the table.
Oh dear, don't tell me you've... Apparently, you're supposed to eat it with some of this paste spread on it. I believe it's called wasabi. I coated the sashimi in an even layer of it, as I believe you're supposed to. You've put far too much on it. Well, really, sorry, we're not particularly familiar with how to prepare these things. In that case, allow me to inform you. Please, dear, stop. Don't eat it. That must be her, Suruga. The key class battleship, so jittery, but in a charming way. Jin, I've heard these skewers are quite good as well. I suggest we give them a taste.
Suruga dragged Z2 off somewhere, but it didn't take long for her to sneak away. She then came back with a different plate of food.
Please enjoy the banquet to your heart's content. The night is still young.
Oh, we will. Kingdom of Light banquet venue. Wait, what? As the night continued, everyone continued to enjoy the banquet until...
As expected, Mikasa. You're always able to turn the tables in the face of adversity. I was lucky to have survived. Ask me of water, meanwhile.
Uh-oh. Far from the banquet venue, the sound of a cannon echoed far and wide. The horizon was painted red and purple from muzzle flashes. Indistinct shadows rose from beneath the waves.
What was that? Are the sirens attacking? They are. Several fleets of them suddenly appeared just beyond the place I was standing guard. Kinu, Kasumi, probably some others, and are on their way to intercept them.
In the blink of an eye, the venue fell silent. The air became tense as the ships braced for combat.
I thought the islands were protected by a barrier. How did the sirens get here? Everyone, please remain calm. Our flawless defenses will protect us. Even if they should fail, we will keep you safe no matter what. Suruga, Nashiro, it's time to sortie immediately. Understood. No siren shall lay as much as a finger on our guest as long as I stand.
You are the healer, after all.
Alrighty,
level 51, level 52s. Well, we're definitely getting up there in levels. But it's not anything we can't handle.
Well, you know, we get to the EX difficulty, then
It's so unbelievably difficult that I can't do it without having extremely high level ship girls and every item they have maxed out. Hell, we probably need the rainbow weapon as well. That would definitely help. Alright, see you guys on the boss.
Take this. Suruga, are you hanging in there? This is your first battle with sirens, isn't it? I fought against them countless times in simulations, but those were nowhere near as persistent as these things are. There's no end to them. We sink one and two take its place. That's my luck. It's my first real battle and I'm struggling to keep up. I should have never signed up for this thing. The sirens haven't attacked the main islands for a long time, so I haven't had much experience with them. But now I know just how menacing they are. Everyone, we need to hold this position and fight with everything we have.
Alright, that is exactly what we will do. Come on, Siren! You have what it takes to break through any of our defenses. Ooh.
Kasumi, Kinu, you've held out well. Now get over here and... Ryoho, look out!
They're the enemies!
What are you doing? Stop the friendly fire! I don't believe that was an accident. Something feels wrong about them. Because they aren't Kasumi and Kinu. They're the pawns the sirens created based on their data. Of course, the sirens always play dirty. Don't let their appearances fool you. Everyone, protect the islands from these imposters.
So these are the imposters. What happened to the real Kasumi and Kinu? Where are they currently at? Are they defeated? Are they being held hostage? Would it be something that these were actually the real Kasumi and Kinu, but they are being mind controlled? That'd be really interesting. Bye-bye, Kasumi and Kinu. Hey, we got Cleveland, cool. Yeah, we already had her.
Soulless puppets, be gone! We've swept this sector clean. Come on, we must hurry to the next one and provide support. Ryoho, what do you think the Siren's goal is? Are they after Watatsumi? They might be after the 1st and 5th carrier divisions. I mean Mikasa, but no matter what they're after, or what they do, they shall not have it. Of course not. We'll fight to the last. Well, what's happening to the sky? It's turning purple. That doesn't seem to be all. Our instruments are starting to malfunction. What's happening? It's the Sirens doing. We just got here from across the islands, and it seems this entire region has turned to a mere sea. Kinu, Kasumi, are you okay? I'm fine. We took care of all the mass-produced units in our sector, and rushed over here when we spotted your recon planes. Abnormal weather phenomena, loss of communication with the outside. It's just like what the record said. But there's one key difference. Previously, mere seas were known to only occur over water. There have been no instances of them covering the land as well. We may not be able to stop this mere sea merely by defeating the sirens this time, Ryuho. What should we do next? There's no time to think about that. Next wave of attacks is coming our way already. This area is surrounded by reefs. There's no way the sirens should have been able to cross from underwater. So how did they? Kasumi, Suruga, come with me to assess the situation. The rest of you, establish a defensive line here. Aye aye.
The Passing Storm, B2. The Reborn Combined Fleet has received distress signals from Battleship Nagato and the surrounding reef area. Rescue Nagato and pierce the shadowy conspiracy behind the ceremony. In the sea, surrounded by darkness, 2 girls were trying to make their escape.
Kamikaze!
The shells from the siren ships rained down ceaselessly around Kamikaze.
Lady Nagato, please stand back. I shall deal with this. What are you saying? Your equipment is already in tatters. Falling into the siren's trap and endangering Lady Nagato is an unforgivable sin. Allow me to atone for my transgressions with my life.
The thunderous roar of a cannon was followed by an explosion. But when the smoke cleared, it was a mass-produced Sakura battleship that lay in ruins, not Kawakaze.
Lady Nagato, why would you expend your power to protect me? What are you saying, you fool? Lady Nagato, I am Nagato, Nagato of the Sakura Empire. If I cannot protect even a single comrade, how am I to protect the Sakura Empire? Lady Nagato.
Having failed to secure the kill, the Zawa battleship's movement stopped briefly, seizing upon that moment.
Witness the power of the Big Seven.
The massive guns that bore the weight of protecting a nation rang out. Such power tore apart the enemy with ease. In an instant, the enemy forces were engulfed in a sea of fire, and the Siren siege began to fall apart.
Lady Nagato, your power. Kawakaze!
Nagato extended her hand to the injured Kawakaze, half towing her toward their escape route. However, the enemies began to close in on the encumbered Nagato once more.
Lady Nagato, please put me down. You must make it out.
Ignoring Kawakaze's protests, Nagato raised her formidable rigging, firing back at the encroaching enemies while doing her best to avoid their barrage. As Nagato tried to carve out an escape route with her attacks, more sirens quickly arose to take the place of the fallen.
Lady Nagato.
Kawakaze broke free from Nagato and used the last of her power to charge forward.
The Sakura Empire needs you, Lady Nagato. You must live on.
Suddenly, several bombs rained down upon the approaching siren forces.
Why, your spirit is commendable. You mustn't follow through with that. Do you know how sad Nagato would be if she lost you?
The night sky glowed brightly with explosions from Zoe Kaka's dive bombers, which brought an end to their crisis.
Zoe Kaka, I am in your debt.
In a mix of exhaustion and relief, Kawakaze fell into Zoe Kaka's bosom.
Kawakaze! Don't worry, she's just overwhelmed from having strained herself. You can rest now, that's a good girl. You saved me once again. Thank you, Zoe Kaka. I just happened to be passing by. Really? Yeah, I was just leaving the banquet when these sirens suddenly showed up, so I thought I'd go teach them a lesson. Lady Nagato. If the sirens are here, they must be after Watatsumi. There's no reason for you to go out of your way to take such a big risk. I disagree. I should be the one to conduct this ritual. More importantly, if the sirens truly are after Watatsumi, you must never let their plans come to fruition. Suikaku, can I leave Kawakaze with you? She needs to rest. Of course, Lady Nagato. Mikasa's waiting for you on the island.
Let's do this. How fast are you gonna go down, Siren? Oh, not again.
Alright, Siren.
You are level 59. And you are dead. Wow. I thought she would at least survive maybe a little bit longer than that. Jeez. Huh. Oh well, moving on, I guess. On to the boss. Alright, who are we fighting now? Explore 1. Right. Oh, it actually is Soya, okay.
Sorry, Cocker. It's not safe over there. Hurry up and get over here, huh? Lady Nagato.
The shocked ceremony host went rigid as they hurried to bow to Nagato.
Lady Nagato, this is Cosme's first time meeting you. Your appearance. I am utterly disappointed in myself for not protecting you from the sirens. Lady Nagato, I had no idea you were coming, so I did not prepare an escort beforehand. Be at ease. I simply came here out of my own selfishness. You are not at fault here. I am relieved that you are here, Lady Nagato. We were at a loss as to what to do in the case of an emergency. What did you plan to do? If Shinano was unable to carry out the ritual, then the plan was to have Yamashiro do it. Yamashiro, I see. Kawakante, are you feeling better now? Yes, if it's just ceiling, then I'll be okay. Let us hurry to the dim of the light. Siren Ponds, why now of all time? Leave this to us, Lady Nagato. Please head to the island now. Very well, I'm counting on you.
Hibiki! Why do you have to be 10,000? It's gonna take so long. How much Magatama do we have right now? It's not enough. Anywhere near, is it? Good job, everyone. Almost at 3,000, so I guess it's not technically that bad, but it's still pretty bad. Diadem of Light.
I see, Summer. If I'm understanding this correctly, Nagato dragged herself all the way out here, got lost, and ran into trouble. Mikasa, if you wanted Nagato to come so badly, you could have prevented all of this if you simply asked her. I just heard this was very cocky earlier. Besides, when Nagato has made up her mind to do something, there's nothing we can do to stop her. However, Kagi, I must say, you look like you're quite enjoying this situation. Who knows? Everything is more interesting after a few drinks. Akagi, in any case, if Nagato is here, then I suppose we don't need Shinano to perform the ritual. In the first place, Yamashiro was just supposed to be the backup plan. Eh?
Yamashiro's tail went rigid with shock.
Yamashiro won't be doing the ritual. You'll get to do the next best thing. Even if you don't get to perform the actual ritual, you can still recite blessings and whatnot. Why don't we give it a try, Hibiki? Bring Watatsumi over here. Yes, ma'am.
Hibiki dashed out of the building.
So this is the legendary artifact I've heard so much about. The one that can call a ship with no history into existence. It'd be nice if it could help speed our plan Z along. Yushin, have you had a bit much to drink? I haven't had enough. Besides, if anything, I was just posing a hypothetical. I'm sorry, everyone. Please ignore what Yushin just said. Hey, well, friends here. If you need anything, just let us know, and I'm sure something can be arranged. Oh my. Are you sure about that? We wouldn't mind borrowing that Watatsumi of yours in that case. Someone seems to have laid walls into the room. What about Lady Nagato? We haven't heard anything after Zoikaku's initial communication due to the interference of the Miyoshi. We'll have to place our faith in her then. Above all, I don't know what Akagi is planning, but we can't let them have Watatsumi. One divine object coming through.
Upon hearing her words, people gathered in the hall turned their eyes towards Tatsumi, the atmosphere getting noticeably louder and more tense.
Yushin probably wouldn't be able to sail like this, so I'll take care of her for the time being.
And with that, the others in the hall began to move towards another ceremonial site.
Yushin, are you awake? It's time for us to make our move. Yushin. Good grief. Uh-huh. Did you really get yourself drunk? I suppose we'll have to leave empty-handed. What a terrifying bunch these Sakura Empire folks are.
Uh-huh. So terrifying that they got Eugene drunk. Homecoming. The dawning ceremony draws to an end, and with it, the forces that converged. Sakura Empire, Iron Blood, Siren, and perhaps yet another.
They're wrapping around us. Hold them off at all costs.
There was something odd about her recollections. Their bodies were different. Their thoughts and their actions and their movements were different. They looked like humans, but they could not be further from the wisdom of humanity.
Takao, let's retreat. We have been totally routed. Hold on a little longer. Reinforcements will arrive soon.
Even the strongest weapon without the guidance and wisdom of mankind would be nothing more than a tool of indiscriminate destruction. Faced with the might of advanced weaponry as well as the violent forces of nature, the helpless girls could do nothing but retreat.
What's that over there? Some kind of wall. Hold on. But this is this what's hot to me? Accursed sirens.
Diadem of Light, Ceremonial Hall. What taught to me one of the sacred artifacts of the Sakura Empire was brought out before one of the ceremonial halls. On the surface, there was nothing about this stone's appearance that appeared sacred. It was a simple stone, navy blue in color. Faintly it glowed, bathed in the light of the moon pouring through the window. Then the silence was broken.
Now then, the ceremony shall now commence upon Akagi's orders on behalf of Ryuho, who is unable to join us tonight. It's just a rehearsal, Yamashiro. Come on, you're up. Whoa, is the secret artifact said to harbor the power of a sea god? Looks rather ordinary, though. Everyone, please watch me conduct a ritual. Lift your voices in praise of Watatsumi. Show your courage and admire its wisdom. Sing its praises so that it may guide us to the path of light. May our lands be forever blessed to stave away calamity.
As Yamashiro reached out to touch Watatsumi, she was repelled as if pushed away by an unseen force.
Here's the ceremony assistant. Step away from that stone.
Nagato and Toikaka rushed into the hall.
Nagato, you're safe. That stone is enchanted to repel everything except for those from the Sakura Empire. What are you?
Following Nagato's lead, the other ships at the hall sprung to their feet. As if reality itself was peeling away, a figure neither Iron Blood nor Sakura Empire stepped forward from behind Yamashiro.
I was pretty confident about my disguise too. How unfortunate that it was seen through so easily. Siren, did you sneak in like this? How cowardly. Oh my, it looks like my forces couldn't finish the job out there. What a pity if that Ember girl hadn't gotten in my way. None of you would even be here right now. What do you plan to do with Watatsumi? Who knows? Lady Nagato, watch out.
Before Observer had a chance to move, the roof of the ceremonial hall was ripped open by an explosion. Under the force of the blast, the wood and concrete of the ceiling sheared away, leaving the hall half open. Fortunately, nobody was injured by falling debris.
I knew you'd come, Ember. See, I knew there was a lot for us to talk about.
As quickly as she entered, Observer seemed to melt into the environment and disappeared.
Showing up and disappearing like ghosts. Are there any other sirens?
Despite the sense of panic, everyone at the scene scanned their surroundings, preparing for further threats.
I'm sorry, Mikasa. I let an enemy slip through the line. I'm sorry, I didn't do my job. Don't worry about it. Keep maintaining your guard around the island. Even if the elite sirens are able to slip through, at least the mass-produced models won't be able to get through. That Ember person, as she mentioned, was she the one who attacked us? Excuse me, what should Hibiki do? Stay here and protect Nagato and Watatsumi. Shokaku and I will go intercept the attacking enemies. Leave it to me.
Akagi, what are you planning? Probably something completely devious. Alright, level 62 Simon. Oh no, level 64 Tracker. Wait, that was it? That went by faster than the lower level one. What the heck? Okay then, see you guys on the boss.
That tempered person was the one who destroyed our ceremonial hall. That katana looked just like the ones we make in the Sakura Empire. Show yourself.
The mysterious ship turned around to face the sisters from the 5th Carrier Division.
You, but you're a pawn with the same face as Takao. No, you're not a pawn. You pushed Observer back with your attack earlier. She's equipped with constant rigging. Who are you and what are you after? Why would you attack us? Speak up already, otherwise we'll have to do this the hard way. Who am I? Is irrelevant. I have two objectives. First, I will not let Observer have the stone. Second, she even has the same voice as the cow.
That's good she is.
The second, yes, that damn stone. What's hard to me, I shall destroy it.
Uh-huh. What's hard to me is the cause of all the problems. This is probably how Takao from the other dimension lost her world. Alright, explorers. Can you survive long enough to protect Takao? It's kind of ironic. Across the mirror seas, black and white shadows danced in a roar of steel and flame.
Without the use of my aircraft, all I can do is fight her hand to hand. And even with Shokaku's support, it's taken everything I have to just parry her blows. This person is monstrously strong. I have no intention of clashing with you, however. If you would hinder my objectives, the destruction of Otatsumi, then you shall taste my swordsmanship. Suikaku! Shokaku! Remember this well. If you lie exceedingly on your rigging, then you shall become incompetent. Suikaku, it's fine. Only our equipment and our clothes have sustained any damage. You're Takao, aren't you? Why are you trying to destroy one of the Sakura Empire's relics? What happened to you?
Upon hearing that name, Ember stopped moving and spun around.
My name? No, that code name. I haven't heard it for a long time. But speaking of that name, Takao, it is just a seal of wishful thinking that the humans imposed upon us. If those people were to disappear, then that name becomes meaningless. The she's even stronger than the Grey Ghost. Reinforcements. Don't you dare lay a finger on our friends. Sorry, everyone, be careful. She's not like anything we faced before. Yes, that's why we must fight. Let me handle the aerial support. You won't win an attitude like that, Zoikaku. Kasumi and Fu as well. We'll do our best. It won't be a fair fight with all of you here, but the most important thing right now is protecting Watatsumi.
Yes, but what if Watatsumi is the be-all, end-all of evil? If we destroy that, it might stop a lot of Simon's plans, seeing as how they apparently want it. She's kinda trying to help you here. No way.
Not bad, but I don't have any more time to waste here.
Under the withering firepower of all the Sakura Empire ships, Takao was unable to approach the island.
We won't let you through.
He will stand aside. Suikaku rushed to block off Takao, but had suddenly broken away from the fight to rush straight towards Watatsumi. The instant their eyes met, it was as if time had stopped flowing. Suikaku felt herself falling and Takao blurred past her, charging forward at full speed.
Hey Kaku, are you hurt? I'm fine, but what just happened? I didn't feel any sort of pressure from her, but when I reached out to strike, no, it was the moment I saw her eyes. My body wouldn't move. Am I scared of her?
I guess so. Man, Takao made Zoikaku bow the knee, jeez. Man, again, don't want to mess with Takao. She's apparently really, really powerful. Once the world, you know, gets destroyed by what Tatsumi and the Sirens, I guess. Oh my god.
阿賀野型2番艦の野代と申します。お互い自分の価値を相手に証明できるよう共に努力しましょう。
I just got the Seabound Explorer medal, and then after that, we got no Shudo off of a drop. So I don't even need the 8,000 Magatama for her. All I need now is the 10,000 for Nakiri, and then we have all the girls. I was not expecting this at all. Holy crap. Like, 0.5 Club, where you at? Who needs to grind points when you win 0.5% roll? Uh-huh. 8,000 gang? 0.5%, sorry, I got her by a drop in B4. Exactly. 8,000 gang, rise up. 8,000 gang is here, boy. 8,000 gang here. Man, so many 8,000 gangs. I shall be happy to join the first roll, first poll club. Uh-huh. So many people, jeez. Imagine grinding points. High school anime. 50 cubes for her, only her. Oh, that's gotta suck. Boom, boom, I want you in my room. How come you get 3 swords? This girl has a better drop rate than Ryuho. That's gotta be sad. Well, we got no Shudo. Now we just need Nakiri, and then we will have everyone. She's an A in torpedoes, a B in speed, and a B in anti-air, C in HP and firepower. No Shudo is Horde Frosto. While this ship is afloat, increases the ship's evasion rate by 5% capped to 15%, and increases the torpedo damage your Vanguard takes by 5% capped to 20%. Now that is amazing. Sky Slayer's Edge. Increases the damage the ship deals to enemy CVs and CVLs by 5% capped to 20% when fully upgraded. While this ship is afloat, increases the torpedo of your Vanguard by 5%, 20% when fully upgraded. Also increases their torpedo crit. Oh my god. I keep finding people I want to put with Ayanami. My god, man, jeez. No, Shiro, you are freaking fantastic. I really need to level you up and put you on the main line with her. Oh, that's a lot of damage. But hey, man, got off of a drop on the final boss. I am extremely happy with that. Now, to finish off 2 more runs, I believe. And then we will be done with Homecoming, except for the story. So I'm pretty sure it's going to continue on till we put it into safe mode.
ユニコーン頑張る真の力状態味わうがいい行こう状態量真の力味わうがいい
And that is the final fight for Takao. At least for now. I need to let my girls rest up. Diadem of Light Ceremonial Hall.
Wow, this place is a dump. It's going to be hard to get one to touch me out. Indeed. Worst case scenario, we'll have to conduct a ceremony right here anyway. Lady Nagato, please hold on for a moment. I'll go dig up the ritual objects. Heave ho! You're quite hardy for a destroyer. Ryuho often puts me through worse, so this is nothing for me. Mikasa, you worried about something? Yes, it's about this ritual, but I can't quite place my finger on it. There's something off about all of this. It must be serious if it's even bothering the great veteran. I didn't really have anything special in mind, after all. The ceremony to tap into Watachimi's power has always been more of a celebration, hasn't it? I am in agreement. What a travesty it would be to become dependent upon the gods. We must create the future we want with our own hands. Yeah, I knew that if anyone would understand, it'd be you, great veteran Mikasa. Allow me to come clean about this ceremony. Though I have taken the initiative in using siren technology, everything I do is for the sake of the Sakura Empire's future. Using the power of the gods, no growing addicted and reliant upon the gods' blessings, the Sakura Empire has no future if we continue to follow the old ways. What I desire is a world free from that, and I'm sure that person sees things the same way. Another Sakagi, if the siren's technology was truly capable of bringing about the future you seek, I would have sided with you. From what I've seen, you're not the one using the sirens, they are the ones using you. The siren's power is intoxicating. It is easy to control, but it is just as easy to lose yourself to it. The path you walk is now distorted. I feel that if you continue down this path, you will soon turn your blade against your own people. And I'm sure that you would not want that person to see you like that. Pardon me for saying this, Mikasa, but what exactly is this righteous path that is spoken of so highly in the Sakura Empire? Would you condemn yourself to a future within your Azur lane, content to merely break even with the sirens, settling with a false peace, and pretending to be friends? While people are still willing to fight, we must press forward. Otherwise, we will be shackled and enslaved one day. Mikasa, are you saying that all the sacrifices that we've had to make so far were unavoidable? Oh. Hibiki, who was in the process of preparing for the ceremony's continuation, made her grand entrance on the verge of tumbling over. Sorry about that. Lost my balance again for a moment. Oh, Lady Nagato, I've finished preparations for the rehearsal ceremony. Nagato, the head Miko of the Sakura Empire, the Kamikaze, followed the Hibiki to the center of the ceremony hall. All of you have acted with the Sakura Empire's best interests in mind. I know this fact better than anyone else. That is why, at least during the ceremony, let us make peace with one another. Not just for my sake, but also for each other. That is the way to please the gods. Nagato faced Watatsumi and offered a prayer for the Sakura Empire. Lift your voices in praise of Watatsumi. Show your courage and admire its wisdom. Sing its praises so that it may guide us through the path of light. May our lands be forever blessed to stave away calamity. But nothing seemed to happen. As I thought, my words alone are not enough to reach the gods. Mikasa, the enemy North Emperor managed to escape from us, and she's headed towards... What?
Ember suddenly appeared at the entrance to the ceremony hall, and everyone turned to face her in shock. Everyone except for Akagi and Kaka.
You're Takao. Lady Nagato, stand down. I do not wish to put my blade at my people.
Nagato fearlessly placed herself between Ember and Watatsumi, signaling her intent to protect it.
Unless you state a reason for seeking Watatsumi's destruction, I cannot yield to you. The thing known as Watatsumi is not a sacred artifact, but a manifestation of calamity. By feeding upon the negative emotions throughout the land, it eventually ushers forth untold destruction. This ritual long predates my existence. I cannot simply take your word at face value. That history is false. The stone does not exist in your world. What? Come forth.
A blade extended towards Nagato at an inhuman speed.
Lady Nagato.
Kamikaze drew her sword, her reflexes surging as she tried to intercept the attack. A silence soon fell across the room. Mikasa and Hibiki, who both began to run forward, came to a stop. As if lightning struck, the deed was done before anyone in the hall could react.
Lady Nagato is unharmed. I am fine.
The Tatsumi, still hidden behind Nagato's back, was cleanly split in half.
No, Watatsumi! This is a fake. Did you hide the real one away beforehand? A regular stone-coated luminescent paint.
Take it with some siren technology and impede with the Sakura Empire defensive charm. Looks like I've wasted my time here. I mean, that you technically have, I guess?
ふわり、指揮官が戻ってきたよ。指揮官、お茶。
Thank you very much, Kasumi. I will gladly accept that tea. Now, where was it? I believe it's under Memento, Memories, Event. There are 2 more that we have yet to see. Blessings and Tidings is the New Year thing that we have not done yet. Yeah, it doesn't show it. Alright, fine. It is most likely either getting 3 stars on the final mission, or getting to safe difficulty, or both. Either way, I need to take a break, as the girls need to take a break, so I will be right back. You know what? I say right back, but I'm just gonna be back once we have 10,000 Magatama, and we have all the story together. Then we'll finish it off, so yeah, be right back. Alright, we're finally done. Event. It's gonna take a while of collecting. So many points. Oh my good god. And there she is. Hibiki, welcome home.
ようやく指揮官さんに会えたね。響きって言うんだ。ちゃんと覚えてね。
How could I ever forget you, Hibiki? You're great. 10,000 points, great. It took too long, man. It's currently January 2nd, which is obviously when this should be up. Oh boy. All praise the thigh lolly. Face, thighs, bandages, boss. How perfect can she be? Buy that skin. Korosho, the 6th dive is now complete. We did it, boys. Hibiki cult. When? Hey, whose smug child is this? Mine. Uchida Maya. Hehehe. Now this reminds me about Cartman Cupid. Forever in my fleet, Hibiki's best ship in Concole, and now Azur Lane. The story of Team 6 is in action once again. I eagerly await your awakening into Vernier, my dear. Thick. She was the only one of the 4 sisters to survive the war. Uchida Maya is the ultimate ship girl. God to your pillow thighs. I love Maya Uchida. Azur Lane Hibiki, Concole Hibiki. 10,000 points before D3 gang. Also Maya Uchida, too good to not work hard for. 10,000 points is easy. Smash like if you agree. I mean, it is? At least it was a hell of a lot easier in this event than some others. It's still a pain to get 10,000 though, let alone 20-something thousand for that dang Hololive event I had to do. That was ridiculous. She's an A in torpedoes and an A in speed. Phoenix's plumage. When a ship's fires its torpedoes, 50% capped at 30% chance to launch a second wave for torpedoes. Once per battle, when the ship's HP drops below 20%, restores 10% capped at 20% of the ship's max HP. And destroy Division 6 Hibiki. When sorted with Akatsuki, Ikazuchi, or Inazuma, increases the ship's firepower torpedo reload by 5% capped to 15%. Effect does not stack. Well, that kinda sucks. Oh well. Either way, we got her. We finally got her. Confirm. Yes, lock her. And now, technically speaking, we're done. We are now technically done. That is every single girl from the event. There's nothing else. Everything else is just New Year's. I'm kind of slacking on this to the point where I need to do it every single day to be able to get her costume. But it's a rerun, I just now read that, which means I already have her costume. So that's a blessing in disguise. I need to, what? I may earn New Year's blessing after making a donation at the shrine. Collect 7 New Year's blessings to earn a limited item. And we get to choose one of the super rare people. Either Warspite, Atago, Illustrious, Shokaku, Zoikaku, Montpellier, or Hood. I don't necessarily need any of them. I have them all maxed. Well, short of Montpellier, I believe. Other than that, I have them all maxed. Okay. This, I still don't necessarily know what the heck to do. Kind of. Mainly because I'm nowhere near it, and I'm not using the characters it's telling me to, even though I technically should. And that is it. We still have to log into New Year's, but I don't need to do that just yet. New Year's ends when? I kind of want that double ring pack, but it ends on the 8th, so I technically have time to record that. Either way, I am now, for whatever reason, stalling, even though I shouldn't be. I don't know why. But here it is, Swirling Cherry Blossoms. We had 2, right? Yeah, because only 2 more popped up for me when I was doing it, I believe. So, ending. A few days later.
So in the end, the ritual still failed. Seems like it was impossible after all. Nobody expected that Watatsumi using that ritual was a fake. Now the entire Sakura Empire is in turmoil because of it. Thanks to a certain prince inebriated, I didn't get the full details. I'll be heading home empty-handed now. Mission failed and all that. She's probably going to yell at us too. Theodore, I wasn't drunk, I was merely acting. You could have challenged Labe to a hibernation contest with how far gone you were. Impressive acting. Don't tell anyone about this. I know. It's just between the 2 of us.
T2 and Eugen, who both knew they were going to be in deep trouble, purchased a copious amount of Sakura Empire sake on their way back.
Oh geez. But I wouldn't call this leaving empty-handed after all. We learned some valuable information about the reborn combined fleet and the internal structure of the Sakura Empire, and even found out about their newest ship. With this amount of information, who cares about some backwater ritual? On top of that, I also dropped some hints about that plan of ours. I'm sure there is someone who would be willing to negotiate with us in that regard. Prince Eugene, at least give me some time to think this over. My, if it isn't Akagi from the Sakura Empire. If you're here to send us off, we don't need that much hospitality. Some things are best discussed away from prying eyes. I'll be straightforward. I want more information regarding the Iron Blood ships, as well as everything you know about the Sirens. You're asking for quite a lot there. Even if the Iron Blood and the Sakura Empire are allies, I can't just give you all that information so readily. But I wonder, what kind of price is the Sakura Empire willing to pay for this information? Well, let's talk about that request you made at the banquet. Watatsumi, you said you wanted to see what you could do with it, right?
Oh boy. Ceremony's dusk. Diadem of Light a few days later. After the conclusion of the ceremony, a special gathering was held for those who fought bravely against the Sirens. Mikasa also forced Nagato to attend.
Lady Mikasa, thank you for taking time to make the journey all the way out here. Indeed, I also squared off against that Ember character, haha. However, now that we know that there are stronger enemies out there than the Sirens, we will have to train harder than ever before. That Takao had such terrifying strength, even without the use of rigging. Yeah, Shokaka and I together couldn't even hold her back. I would not want to fight her alone. We have gray ghosts, blue ghosts, and now this. Crazy, strong folks just keep popping up after another. Hahaha. Sorry, Kaka. I finished cooking. Everyone, let's all go eat.
The venue was livelier than ever as the delicious aroma of tempura and traditional pastries mingled with the sounds of merriment.
I'm sorry, Shokaka. My skills, they're still lacking.
Zoe apologized, thinking back to when she was almost cut by Ember.
It's not your fault, Zoikaka. None of us could have stood a chance against someone that strong. Rather, I'm just thankful that you're alive. Besides, I like being able to nurse you back to health. Shokaka. As a big sister, seeing you try your hardest fills my heart with pride. That's why, for your sake, I'll continue to live on as well, Zoikaka. Shokaka, don't plant your own death flag.
That's literally what she just did. Meanwhile, two figures were sitting on the other side of the venue.
Lady Nagato, there are no words that can express my remorse. Not only did I expose you to danger, but I also could not protect you at a crucial moment. I have lost my qualifications to serve as your escort, Lady Nagato.
Kawakaze bowed her head until she could only see the ground.
You have not. If you do not have the qualifications to be an escort, then the Royal Knights, as well as artists chevaliers, would have to disband. Lady Nagato. In other words, there's nobody I would rather have as an escort than you. Therefore, please continue your efforts as my escort. Yes, Lady Nagato.
Though such words may not be particularly encouraging or comforting to some, to Kamikaze those few words were the greatest compliment she could receive.
I will do my best to meet your expectations, Lady Nagato. Good. Now let her stand straight. I suppose this concludes another chapter of our lives. Guess so. Hard to believe so much happened in such a short period of time. I wonder if fighting the sirens back in ancient times was also like this. Sorry, I'm just getting sentimental. But without Tatsumi, it won't be possible for us to hold a dawning ceremony. I just don't get it. Who did this and when? Why would they take something so important from us? So important to us? According to Nagato, that stone can only be touched by someone from the Sakura Empire. If that's the case, then everyone at the ceremonial hall that day is a suspect. If you ask me, I'd say that it was Akagi or Kaga who did it. But you know, that would be hard to prove. Akagi and Kaga? That's right, of course, I have no hard proof. But they've been acting strangely ever since the formation of the Reborn Combined Fleet. But do you happen to know anything about it, Ryuho? Now that I think about it, Akagi and Kaga were the first ones to leave the island when they went to send off the Iron Blood guests. But after that... Hibiki, well, I just can't see a girl like her doing something like that. Kasumi, what's the matter? Just now, Lady Shinano seems to have woken up. Great, I managed to make it to the end without drawing too much attention to myself. By the way, why did you choose Shinano to host the ceremony? Was it because of her overwhelming power? Even so, there was no way she was going to be ready in time. Nagato then rushed over anyway after hearing that. Could it be that someone knew that all of this would happen from the very beginning? Well, in the end, these rituals are out of my area of expertise, so let's just take it easy and not try too deeply into these things.
Alright. And that is the end of the Swirling Sakura Blossoms? Swirling Cherry Blossoms. Yeah, either way. That's the end of the Swirling Cherry Blossoms event, and with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, which will probably be the next event, or a smaller episode just containing the New Year's stuff, which might not be much at all. How much are you? The 2 rings are 980 gems. So I could do 2 promises with all of the gems I have right now. I wouldn't be able to get a single costume, but I could again do that. Or I could spend 20 bucks and get the Shogatsu lucky bag for 2020. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, I do want to, I just shouldn't. What was the Hibiki costume someone said that you should definitely buy? Damn. Hey, I mean, I could get. Wait. This is a live 2D skin. What? Oh no, it's just you click that, then all you'll see is live 2D skins. Don't have it. Don't have it. I've seen Ryuho's live 2D on Twitter. She shakes her plot. Yeah. Eldridge. Man, I still don't even have enough for most of these. What's the cheapest live? St. Louis. Yep, that is literally the cheapest live 2D I can get. Oh well, when do the rings disappear? Because again, I don't think I should. The rings are gonna disappear soon. I shouldn't do it, man. I shouldn't do it. I mean, I can get 2 more promises. There's plenty who are, you know, in love, who could potentially get married. Who I would do that with, though, I have absolutely no clue at all. I have so many. So many. Either way, we'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, see you later.